guys, it's me, Kat, and I'm back again for another video. In today's lesson, we're going to be going through 5 different ways to say thank you. Now, I'm sure that many of you use the phrase thank you in your day-to-day lives. But is there just one way of saying thank you? We're going to look at some different examples today, and I hope that after the video, you are going to feel confident enough to use these in your everyday conversations. But before I start on today's lesson, I would like you to subscribe to the channel and like the video to ensure that you get regular updates every time there's a new lesson that becomes available. Do you sometimes feel grateful for what you or for what someone has done for you? Do you know how to express your gratitude to the people around you? Do you want to be able to say thank you in more than just one way to help improve your conversation to make it more exciting? Well, in today's lesson, I will show you 5 ways to say it, and it's going to be depending on the situation. Today's first phrase that we're going to look at is I can't thank you enough. Now, this phrase is very polite and it's very useful. It can be used when someone has done a favour for you and has helped you in some way that has been very, very important to you. It's I can't thank you enough. For example, maybe your car won't start and you're running late for work. So your colleague swings by to pick you up. You could respond to your colleague by saying, "Oh, you've saved my job for me. I can't thank you enough." It can also be used when there's some kind of emergency and someone has helped to keep you safe and out of danger. Now, this term can have a sense of urgency. You really needed the help and someone has pulled through. You could respond to this person with, "Oh, we really needed your help. I can't thank you enough." Or you could say, "Your help has made all the difference. I can't thank you enough." I hope that this has helped you with the phrase, I can't thank you enough. The next phrase we're going to look at is, I would like to thank you, or I want to thank you. These phrases are both very polite and deliberate ways of saying thank you. Now, these phrases could be used when someone does a favour for you and when you want to make your gratitude very clear to them. Here are some example situations when you could use these 2 phrases. If there's been a death in your family and a friend or a neighbour has brought you around some home baking or they've prepared some meals for you, you could say to them, "Oh, what you've done is very kind. I really want to thank you." Another example of using these phrases could be when you're leaving your job to move overseas and your boss has written you an amazing reference. You could say to your boss, "I would just like to thank you. Thank you for what you have done for me." I really hope that this has been useful and you can use these phrases in your everyday conversations. Let's have a look at what we've got next. Up next, we've got the phrase, I really appreciate this. Now, this phrase is another polite way to show your thankfulness. When you appreciate something or someone, it means that you value what they have done for you. This phrase can also be used in a lot of different situations. If I have to use this phrase in an example, it could be used when a colleague takes you work while you're out or you're sick, and you could say to them, "I just want you to know that I really appreciate what you have done for me." Another example of using this phrase could be when your neighbour very kindly picks up your mail for you and brings it to your home. You could say to that friendly neighbour, "I am really appreciative of what you have done. I am very appreciative of this." I hope these phrases both help you. Let's see what we've got next. Up next on our list is the phrase, I am grateful for your help. I am grateful for your help. is a phrase that is less commonly used, but it's still useful and it is very polite. This phrase could be used when someone does something rather significant to you, something that's important to you. An example of this could be when someone has helped you with an assignment that is due in at work or due in at university. You could say to that helpful person, "I wanted to express my gratitude for your help." Another example is you're moving to a new house and you've got a lot of things to do and you've found someone that has given up their time to help you shift. You could say to that person, "I would just like to let you know how grateful I am for your help." If it hadn't been for them, your move would have been a lot more difficult. You wanted to show your gratitude and you are grateful. I hope that's helped you. Next up on the list is the phrase, "Thanks a lot." Thanks a lot is a less formal phrase and it can be used in a more casual and more everyday situation. An example of the phrase, "Thanks a lot," could be when someone perhaps have let you use their parking space at the mall. You could express your gratitude to them by saying, "Thanks a lot for the park." Or maybe you've gone out with a friend you haven't seen for a while and they decide to buy you a coffee. You could say to your friend, "Thanks a lot for buying me a coffee." This is a good term to use and a good way of saying thank you. So please try and use it in your conversations. Here are some other ways of saying thanks that are still more casual. You could say, "Thanks," "Hey, thanks," or even more casually, you could use cheers, which is often shared over a drink. Thank you for joining me on today's lesson for different ways of saying thank you. I hope you've got some new ideas and you feel confident enough to go out and try using these phrases with a native speaker or even with your friends as practice. After all, the only way to expand your vocabulary is to practice, so get started. If you have enjoyed today's lesson, then please don't forget to click like and subscribe to the video. And while you are there, why not write a comment about what you have found most valuable in today's lesson and what you would like to see in future videos. Please click the bell icon to ensure you are not missing out on any more great lessons. I'll see you next time. Bye!